Hey guys, this is Back to the Basics episode 1, and today's look we're just going to do a two-part eyeshadow look, which basically just involves a transition color, a lid color, pretty much. So this is the look, and of course you'll see it in the video later on. So yeah, this is Back to the Basics look number 1, and for the next look we'll get into 3-part shadow, 4-part shadow, 5-part shadow, and so on. I'm going to start, of course, with my Ruby Kisses. It's kind of like a ritual now, more so than like, like I know it works, but I've never used it alone, so I don't know how well it works. I just know that I can't go without using it. And then I'm gonna go in with my MAC Painterly. And I'm looking over here in my viewfinder. So let's just try it with this Naked 2 palette. I've been loving working out of this palette lately. I've been on a one palette kick type thing. So we're gonna go ahead and make a transition color. And when you do a transition color, we all know that we want something that's matte, generally. So the most matte thing I have in here is the color Tease. Right there. So we're going to start with Tease and see how that works. Right now I'm just going to use this fluffy brush that I got off of Amazon. Normally I would use my Morphe brushes, but these have been working well. And if you are not that familiar with how to do it and keep it above the crease, then you can use this type of brush here, which has a slight angle. So I'll go ahead and use that for you. And what you're going to do is just stick it right there. Your crease, leave your eye open, of course, and you're going to see that little line here. And that is your crease. So right here, we're going to stick it there. And we're just going to, in windshield wipers, go back and forth. Now, this is basic. You guys already know this. But we're going all the way back to the basics, for those who don't know. So it can look messy because we're going to clean it up anyways. I find that when you try to clean it ahead of time, you end up stifling the look, and I want it just to be as wild as it wants to be. And it's just building, basically. Just building, building, building. Y'all see that smoke come up from this palette? Alright, now, because that brush isn't really good for spreading it as well as we need it to, I'm going to go ahead and take my Morphe brush, and I'm just going to go over that. And this brush is harder, and this brush is going to work out all of the base that we have, so you don't see that. Okay, out of the Stila palette, which is just this little small palette here, we're going to work with the color Oasis. That's this color here. I'm sticking sort of the neutrals today. And we're going to just place that with a shader brush. This right here is a Coastal Scents shader brush, and it is BRC N02. So I'm just going to blow that off a little bit because it's a little dusty. And I'm just going to go and stay right where the crease is. I don't want to go over that. So we're just going to pat that on, since that's sort of ashy. Because, I mean, when you get ready to do an eyeshadow look, if you like me, you don't have anything pre-planned. You just go in. So since that's ashy looking, we'll use that as a powdered base. And what we'll do is, I guess let's go ahead and just have a little fun. We're going to go ahead and take Booty Call, okay? Booty Call, and we're going to use that right on top. And now when you do this, you can swipe. Normally you would pat, but with this color you want to swipe to get it all in there instead of packing it on. I'm going to take just a clean blending brush, and I'm going to blend right here where the line meets the transition color, barely touching it because you don't want to make it disappear. We're just going to blend that real softly like that. Just like that. Alright, we're back. Now in order to layer this look, you want this look to look a little gradient. And you want it to look like, you know, somebody professionally did it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and cut the crease with this dark color in the Sephora palette. You can use any dark brown. Okay. And the brush that you're going to use is something like this. This brush right here is a Revlon brush. And I don't have the number, but it's just a nice blending brush. Very dense. So let's go ahead and load up our brush. And what we're going to do is start right in that outer corner. Not the outer V. We're not doing the outer V today. We're just going to work right here. Right there. We're right where that crease is. I'm just going to work that. And what I like to do is push it into my socket. Just like that. It doesn't hurt. But I like to get it right in that socket. Just like that. And then you can even do this little circle here, and that just gets the product right concentrated in that outer corner. And again, you're going to have to go back in with that clear color towards the end, or the booty call at the end, because it will fade. And you're going to just go right back up. Don't let people fool you into thinking that they don't go back over it when they push stop on the video. We all do, because it doesn't, you know, you're trying to record and you're trying to get the basic idea of it out, but it doesn't always look as good as it could. Okay, now one thing that I don't like is up here how people have that really harsh line that does look good, but for me I don't like it. So I'm going to take this color here, which is just my MAC Mineralize Skin Finish. I love this stuff as a transition color or to make an empty space. I really don't use it on my face as much. And we're going to soften this up here. I'm just going to soften it up. And that's just going to make that transition look even more clean and even more good. Just going to pull that across. And it's just unharshing that line. The way that looks super harsh. That's all it's doing. So just any color that you have that matches your skin, just go in and do that. Okay. So I'm not good at lining eyes, so I'm not going to sit here and try to fake the funk and pretend like I am. But I'm going to tell you how I do mine. Now, right now I'm just going for a flick. I'm not going for a full-on cat eye. So I'm going to start right from the middle. I'm just going to work my liner. It's going to look blotchy until I can get it all together. And I work my liner out and start to move up. Basically, and then so you won't look crazy with that, I then start right here and then I go and then connect the rest. And then I just go in, but I go down towards the inner part of my eye. And that's how I do my liner. And all this is going to be cleaned up. Doing the eyes is like a process. It's not just getting it done quick. Alright, so we're all lined up. And now I'm just going to apply a little of my Kat Von D. I'm looking in my viewfinder, so let's hope I don't club my eyeballs out. Makeup off of my lashes so that you can't see that when I put my lash on. Now, normally I would go back in and kind of deepen out that crease and all that stuff, but that's not what this is about. This is just a two-part eyeshadow look. A single eyeshadow look would just be eyeshadow on the lids. That's it. But what we did today was just did eyeshadow on the lids as well as a transition color. We're gonna get into tomorrow. We're gonna get into a 3-part, whereas we put some in the inner eye tear duct, lid, and we're going to have our transition color. And then it's just gonna keep building up, building up, building up from the basic looks all the way into the very, very, very complicated looks. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and clean up my eyes right now with a Pampers wipe to make it look pristine. All the way up right under that line. Okay guys, so I have finished my face. If you want to know what I used, I'll just go ahead and tell you. Basically I dug out what I could out of my Match Masters. I mean, I dug it out because I have to take these back to back for my back to back, and this is in 7.5. I'm still digging around trying to get the last of it. Let me pull you back a little bit. Okay, blush is MAC's Rhubarb. And contour, nose and all, is of course my Black Radiance. And for my highlight that is giving me all types of life right now, it's going to be my All Over Glow from Ruby Kisses. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous gold color. And lastly, my lips is a L'Oreal Glossy Balm. And it is in the color 200 Lovely Mocha. And this is what it looks like. But that's not what we're here for. So let's go ahead and zoom in on this eye look, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end basic look number 1. Alrighty guys, thanks for tuning in, and I will talk to you guys in basic look number 2, where we do a 3-part eyeshadow look.